Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Life of Barney. Today we're making Speducci, or Aristocchini, I think is the proper name. Very lean cuts of lamb on a skewer. I'll show you what I've done here in a sec. I just have the barbecue preheating. I'm trying to aim for 400 to 450 in the temperature there. And what I've done is I've seasoned them with some salt to get it into the meat, and then I've just used some like an Italian seasoning blend, and they should turn out pretty good. Here they are. These ones aren't particularly lean. I mean, they do have some good fat running through them. The name of the game here, though, it is red meat. You don't cook it like steak. I've made that mistake in the past. I think I've made Speducci one time in the past, and I thought you were supposed to do it more like steak with a high sear. But the problem is when it's so small, you just end up burning the outside real quick, and then the inside's not cooked. And it's not a high, or a very thick piece of meat that can take that high heat like a steak can. And you don't want to do it for too low of a temperature, because it'll just dry out. Anyway, it doesn't look like the seasoning was that even. I have a couple heavy spots, but it is spread out pretty even. I'm looking forward to eating these. I haven't had Speducci in a long time. We're doing this with a Greek salad. Alright, barbecue is pre-lit. For those of you who have never done kebabs or anything on a skewer, there is a trick to it. You do have to put the kebabs perpendicular to your grill, right? Otherwise, they're going to get stuck. You're going to go to lift it. A whole bunch of meat's going to pull off if you're pulling it too soon. So you just take these, get them on perpendicular to the grill. And one of the things when you're cooking, sorry, bad camera angle. One of the things when you're cooking such a small piece of meat, you need to turn it frequently. There we go. Come on, there. All right, I'll get these on, and I'll check back in with you folks in just a sec. You know, not everybody does this, but when I cook on the barbecue, I get distracted so easily. And I don't mean smoking something that's going to take all day long. I'm talking a 10-minute grill session. And these Speducci are probably maybe going to take 5 to 7 minutes, maybe. I really like to wear a watch, or I turn the stopwatch feature on my phone, because I lose track of time and I get yammering on with my dad or Holly or friends over, or you get drinking beer and you go to get a beer, and then you're doing something in the house, and what you think has only been a few minutes on the grill, it's really been more like 10 minutes, and next thing you know, you're overcooking your meat, and there's no going back. You can't fix overcooked meat. So I'm being real careful today doing these Speducci. I'm just flipping them now. I'll show you in just a sec. They've got some nice grill marks on them, but you need to flip them, as I said, regularly. So I'm only talking to you guys this time. No extra conversations with anybody, or I'm just going to ruin this. And I haven't done this in years. Not interested in ruining. All right, let's take a look at these guys. They look pretty good so far. Nice. Here's a pro beginner tip for all you pro beginners out there. When you're getting ready to flip the meat on the grill, if it's sticking to the grill, it's not ready to be flipped. You're just going to rip meat off. It's going to get stuck to the grill. You're going to get thin sections. Like burgers are notorious for this. If you go to flip burgers and they're not ready to flip, or pardon me, they're sticking to the grill, means they're not ready to flip. Just give them another 30 seconds or so and they'll loosen right up. These guys released from the grill right away, which means they were ready to flip. There's some nice grill marks on some of these guys. Oh yeah. Gonna take a sec here. I want to tell you guys about this new beer I found at my local LCBO. I don't know if the beer store carries it, but it's called Saint Andre. Where's it from? It's from Ontario. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out where it's from. Guys, this has got to be probably one of my favorite beers. It's fantastic. It doesn't cost a fortune like some of the other beers we have in Ontario now. All the beers are like $3.50 and up or whatever the case. So anyway, cheers. Cheers to good barbecuing. Hope everybody's looking forward to getting into the good weekend here. Yeah, it's good. Ice cold, the way it should be. Funny enough, from that last post talking about the beer, that was all the amount of time it took for these to finish up. I just had a little sample, gave the kids a little sample, and Evie just loved it. You have to be generous with the salt. It's so good. I'm gonna get these inside. You have to serve them hot. It's the best when they're hot. So keep your tin foil at hand, wrap them up when they get off the grill, and get your butt in there. And I'm really talking to myself as a reminder, the pro beginner tip. Get your food inside so you can serve it hot. All right, guys? No excuses. I'm getting these off in good time. Some grease from some chicken I made the other day. It's just having a bit of a flare up there. There we go. Oh yeah, these look fantastic. That little free sample I shared with the kids was fantastic. All right, see you guys inside. Oh dear. There they are, guys. Look at that. Fresh piece of tin foil, of course. I took these off around the 140 to 145 mark. I like it medium. I got little kids that need to eat these. And as much as I'd love to pull them off medium rare, which is around the 135 Fahrenheit mark, I can't do it. But when the kids are a little older, I bet you I'll be able to. But we are going to devour these. Appreciate you guys watching. As always, if the video was helpful for Speducci, if you've ever even heard of it, go get yourself some. It's delicious. Lots of salt, lots of seasoning. Doesn't take very long on the grill. Traditionally done on a charcoal grill. Maybe I'll do these on the Weber Smoky Mountain at some point as well. I bet you that'd be fantastic. Anyway, guys, I gotta run. I have a hungry family to feed. I am also hungry. I'll catch you in the next one. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Oh, and don't tell my parents I was smoking in the backyard.